Hey guys, welcome back to Scrap Motor Garage. On this episode I'm going to be stripping down the motor some more. I haven't ordered any car parts, just waiting for the payday. Like, I'm a normal person, gotta wait for payday once a month. And yeah, so haven't got the parts, going to strip the engine down because there's still plenty to do on that. Going to probably paint the rocket covers. I looked at some custom ones, but they don't really make a good variety for these ones. For the EV 5 litre, because you need that long snout for the oil. You can put the other ones on there, but then you're going to need a long funnel to get the oil in there, and it's not worth it. Might just paint them a nice red. And yeah, strip the rest of it down. See how we go. So that's how I left it. Just threw everything in here because I had to go to work. So first thing is to clear all this out. Put it up on the shelves. Ah, fun fact, don't get a cat. He pissed all over my tools on the bench. Alright, first thing I want to do is take the intake off. Because as you can see it's all a little bit shitty. So I'm going to clean that up and probably paint that as well. Not sure what colour. Maybe red to match the head rocket covers. So I'll get that off, then I'll be taking the alternator and all this bracket off here because I need to get a new tensioner. I'm not exactly sure how it comes off. Might be a whole piece. I did replace it years ago on another 5 litre I had. I don't remember having to take anything off besides the tensioner. Might just be the star bolt here, but it's got the metal spring hook up in there, so I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, I want to sand this back and paint it anyway, so take it off, and then I'll move over to the right side after. I might just leave this stuff on and paint it on the engine, but the water pump needs to come off too. Clutch fan needs to come off. I think to memory I've got to support this and undo the big nut there, I think. Anyway, I'll fiddle with it when I get to it. For now, I will do what I said. That one first. Alright, to get it off, you need to take these two bolts off. There's a couple down here. And I believe there's a similar on the other side here. A bit harder to get to, I'll see. Undo all the plugs. These two here. I'm taking this all off together with the throttle body, so vacuum lines, plugs, just work your way around until it's free. Then it should just come straight off. Expose the intake. It's off. Glad I did it. It's filthy through here. Rusty, corroded. Just about every hose bloody stretched or snapped or broke. So yeah, it's good. Alright, and here it is up over here. Managed to bend the gasket, so that's good. Order a new one. Should anyway. The more you reuse them, the flatter they get. Alright, geez, that hose is hard. And the surface is all scratched. Oh yeah, that one's snapped right off. That one's blocked? Oh, okay. Oh yeah. This is the vacuums to control your... one of them is... Yeah, that one goes to the T-piece, which I snapped off, which controls your heater and everything. The heater tap valve. That's just some other vacuum to somewhere, I'm not sure. Here's your throttle body and all the bracketry. Didn't notice these are all rusty. Weird, huh? And one on the other side too. Yeah, that one. It's alright. Right now I'm going to take all this off, clean it up, so a light coating of primer over it, and throw some high heat paint over the top. Oh, HO mate. That's what's going on. Bloody rusted on around the threads. It's jammed on. Should not have been that hard. You can see it's all rusty in there. Alright, this is the EGR valve body valve, whatever it is. So it's gonna, obviously I'm gonna do the same thing with this. Must be rusted on. Yeah, oops, see a lot of build up in, yeah. Alright, keep hammering. 47 years later I got it off. It's much harder rust makes things. Just the rust around the shaft was blocking up the hole and just wouldn't. Anyway, I probably damaged it, hammered the fucking shit out of it. Down here, it's a fucking massacre. Anyway, it's off. Finally, now I can clean it up and paint it and get gaskets and put it back together. Should've bloody left it. You can see the hammer marks. Hopefully it's, I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna have to get it shaved. I'll just grind it, whatever. I'll do it. Anyway, far out. Literally took hour and a half. Yay. Alright, now I can sand this stupid thing back. Clean this up. Sand these down so they're not so thick. Oh man, every inch of me is cramping. So much physical work. Alright, just sand this one down a bit with some 180 grit. Yeah, 180. wet and dry. Doing it wet with the old 40. And you can see, just by looking at it, it's thinner. And this one's all wonky. Yeah, so I'll do all of them and clean the surface up and all in here. Got the other parts down here soaking in some fuel. Gonna clean that up soon. Then once I do all that, clean the surfaces up, I'll bolt it all back together when I get gaskets. And I reckon I'll paint it all the same colour. Still undecided. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll keep them metal finish and I'll just paint this. So I'll clean all this up and then I'll sand this down and clean and paint it up as that T-piece was. Whatever. Yeah, I think I might replace this Welsh plug too. It's a bit rusty. They're easy. Just tap it one side and it'll spin. Rip it out. New one with a bit of sealant. Tap it in. Usually a socket about the right size. That might even be the right size. Yeah, good enough. Just tap it in with that. Tap, tap, tap. And then she's in. Yeah. Oh, alright. What a hassle it has been. Everything takes 3 times longer. Not 4, just 3. Maybe 4. Alright, keep going. Yeah, alright. So I cleaned it up best I could. Cool, there we go. Came up alright. All the surfaces are clean. Insides are cleanish, clean enough. This one, same deal. Just good. The EGR body valve, whatever you call it, came up alright. This rusty shit wouldn't come out. You can just see how much I bashed it. So I'm gonna hit it with the wire wheel, and then get the grinder on there and try and get it flat. Shouldn't be too bad. I'll just use some the RTV stuff where I put the gaskets on. You'll see. It's just for air anyway. But that all came up nice. So that one bolts up too. And where's that one? That one bolts up to here. Yeah, so I need gaskets for all of it. Unfortunately, because they were all stuffed and I smashed these ones to pieces. Here, have a look. Alright. Alright, it is all ready to go back together. It's all cleaned. I just ground down the sharp bits that I've made, but you can see it's still a little wonky. But the RTV will seal that up. No problems. It's not really caved in, it just looks weird. Alright. I realised I was doing it and then see all the fresh liquid here. These two little buggers are blocked. So I just spent 5 minutes unblocking it with the WD-40 and a bit of wire. Now she's all good. Pretty good. Next day, we're gonna go to kit from Repco. There's your part number. It's got all the intake kits for the 5 litre Windsor. Doesn't come with this one. So I just bought some gasket paper to suit, and I'll cut that out, trace it and cut it out. Doesn't look too hard. Picked up some paint for that and the rocker covers. I'm gonna go with this. It's like a silvery, pearly colour. They didn't have that one in stock. They do have it in the stores, but not in stock at the moment. So I figure I'll go this one. If it looks shit, then it'll look better than that. Better than going red or blue or something, because, you know, that's what 18-year-olds do. And I'm 35, so I don't want to do that. Alright, so I'm going to prep that, sand it down, and then some grease remover. Not sure what grit I'll use yet. It's a bit rough here. I'll have a play with it and I'll let you know what I decide to do. I'll get all the extras off. This one bolts underneath. And yeah, we'll start cleaning it up. I didn't worry about I'm not going to worry about the wash plug. It is rusty, but I checked it's just surface rust. So I'll just clean that up and paint over it. It should be alright. If it was a coolant chamber, I'd probably do them, but it's not, so it'll be fine. Might even, yeah, clean it up a little bit more. Anyway, let's get to it. Alright, new plan. I was about to bolt it all up to the intake, but looking at it, you know, if I paint this and not these, it'll look crap. So I'm going to paint all of it. Or just putting the gaskets on. Yeah. So I'll prep all this. Probably take that off again. Maybe put a bit of tape over this original sticker. This one I probably won't paint. That looks okay. That's a replacement part if it needs to be anyway, so I'll just leave that. And this one, might just give it a couple little sprays around the base here, not this part. Yeah, so just these two main, the EGR and the throttle body. Yeah, maybe I'll bolt them together to hide the gasket surface. Might just bolt them onto there actually. Yeah, I'll bolt them onto the intake and paint it all as one. I'll take it off later. Put the gaskets on. We'll put the gaskets on first, so it's all together. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Alright, I'll do that. Alright, just a little thing I do. Gaskets on. You can see these have a anti-seize coating. Threads, rods, because they're all rusty and pitted. Just this stuff. I don't know, a friend's dad gave it to me. It's just copper anti-seize, get it anywhere. I've had it for years. That was full when I got it. The XD is every single nut and bolt that ever came out of that thing is covered in it. So that will never corrode again. Same as this, as I'm putting things back in, it's all getting it. A nice collection I have. One of them has to go soon. Don't know which one. Don't know which one. Okay, well, yeah, she's bolted up. I ended up having to use some black silicone to seal it on the sides, mainly where that damage was, because I could see straight through with the torch. So it's good now. Alright, I'm going to prep it and paint it. Should look a lot better. Alright, so I did a bit of 240, didn't really do much. Now I've done this with 180, and it's actually, you can hear the difference. So it should be like this. So let's keep working it with the 180. All these bad spots. Let's give it a light one over here. And that's over here. And that I'm just going to spray over. I've just blocked it up. I'm just going to give it a quick It should be good. Alright, it's here. Ready to go. Sanded down, prepped. And I'm not going to do the underneath. Never going to see it, it's no point. And it doesn't matter about in here. I'm not going to paint it, just paint around the outside. A little bit of a you know. And under here I'll do. That's alright. Before I do that, I'm going to heat it up. Make it hotter, then the paint will set in better. Make better contact. Alright, let's do that then. Turned out alright. Could have sanded a bit more in a few spots, but a lot better than it was. Yeah, it's rough. This will be the front, so it'll look good. Going to take the valve covers off now and I'll paint them the same. Get to see what those rockers look like and everything. Probably all shit and rusty like everything else. Well, new plan, because I'm lazy. I'm going to leave them on and paint them best I can from here. Because it looks like I've got to take this coolant rail here off to get it off, to get the cover off. Won't clear it. Yeah, so... and then the alternator's got that weird metal bracket that goes down to the block for some reason. Never seen one of them before. And yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna blow it off and paint it here because I can't be bothered. I'm getting sick of it. Okay, see, I can get all this out of the way and just a little bit of a cool. Alright, I might get the shop vac and get in there a bit and then blow it out, because if I just blow that out, that is gonna go crazy. Alright, change plans. Took all the leads off because I was going to do that anyway. I got new ones. I don't know. The way they were put back into the clips, they're never like that, normally broken. I can almost swear they're from factory still. Anyway, they're off. Dizzy's numbered, so I can't stuff that up. There's always Google anyway. So I've lubed up all the nuts. There's only like 6 in each rocker cover. And get the wires out of the way, I'll be able to get to it. I'm going to do this one first, seems to be a bit more access in there. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. They're nuts, those two, because they have the clips for the leads on them. I'm just going to take this bar off, runs the back of the alternator here, and down to lead, just so I got some room to wriggle this off. Alright, I will get that done and bring you back in. Alright, shit escalated. I took all that off, got this piece of crap off, he just comes with the star bolts. That's easy to replace. There was a bolt hidden by a nut to take off the whole bracket, which, you know, guess which one it was? The one that's not rusted because it's protected. Alternator's off. I'm just gonna get a new one anyway because it's old and everything else in this car's corroded, but the bearings feel good. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Yeah. Alright, well, that's off. Should be able to get that. All the bolts are off there, so I just need to tap it off. Fucking that is on there. Like everything. I touch on this car. Yeah, it's definitely all the bolts. So, yeah. Alright, I'll work at it and bring you back in. Got the cover off. Yeah, it's definitely water in this engine. Couldn't see it on the dipstick, but yeah. Here, have a look. You can see all the milky milkshake. I don't think it's a cracked head or anything like that. I just think it's been underwater. Yeah. Whether it was more the back end and the engine got a bit. Yeah. As soon as I took the cover off, you can see the moisture in here and rust. So yeah, I'm glad I'm taking them off now. Get the other one off and I'm sure it'll be the same. Anyway, engine flush and some new oil. Probably take a couple of flushes, I reckon. She will be good. Well, this side's actually worse. A lot more rust and moisture. See, it's all rust on the ends. Just along there. But, checked all the valves with the valve checker tool. And none of them are stuck, so that's all good. So, yeah. Look, it runs, it starts up. I reckon it's just from when it went through the floods. So, a few oil changes and it should be fine. Yeah, I'll probably try and soak some of this water and shit up before I put the covers back on. After I paint them. Alright. Alright guys, I'm gonna end this one here. I think it's already got about half an hour worth of recording, so I know a lot of people don't like to watch long videos, so I will make another part continuing on where I left off for this next video. Hope you enjoyed this one. I don't always ramble on about things and repeat myself, but it's, yeah, it's how I do it. Alright, well, if you liked it, hit the like buttons and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time here on Scrap Motor Garage. Peace out.